Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked. So in the previous session we have talked about the concept of balanced diet and how the different nutrients are a part of the food which will going to fulfill our various kinds of requirements. Now we move to the next part of the chapter that is going to talk about the concept that what happens that if these particular nutrients are not present in our body, or maybe say when they are lacking in our body. So this kind of a scenario will going to bring forward a specific kind of a condition which are known as deficiency diseases. The diseases which are actually caused when there is going to be a lack of nutrients in our food, including all the kinds of nutrients. And when such kind of a condition is being faced by multiple people because of lack of resources or lack of food, then it is known as malnutrition. On the other hand of it, when people eat extra, or you can say huge amount of food in one go, then eventually they will going to suffer from a problem of overweight or obesity. But in this particular module we will going to majorly focus on the concept of deficiency diseases. So let's get into it in detail. The very first deficiency disease that we have is marasmus. Now, this is a condition which is being caused because of the deficiency of all the major nutrients, that is, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, where the particular individual child will going to become so thin and lean that even the internal body parts are quite visible. For example, you can actually count and like imagine that where exactly is the bone present in the body, and where exactly is the joint present, where exactly are the structure of the body present internally. Now, these are the major nutrients of the body which are required by the body. So eventually we need to take care of all the kinds of food that is possible to eat so that this particular problem can be resolved. Next we have is kwashiorkor, where it is majorly caused because of the proteins, and in this case the symptoms that we are going to observe is that the individual will going to have a swollen abdomen, and the abdomen can even bulge out to a higher extent, whereas the rest of the body will remain thin and lean. So we know that what exactly are the nutrients required, like nutrients, which are the foods in which this particular nutrient can be present, that is milk, egg, fish. So we will going to incorporate these kinds of foods in our body, or material, food material in our body. Next we have is a condition which is known as anemia, where the individual will going to have less amount of iron in the body, because of which eventually the body will be lacking a proper, or you can say appropriate amount of hemoglobin in the blood. As a result of this, what will happen is that body will not be able to carry the oxygen throughout the body, because we already know this thing from the chapter of organ system, that hemoglobin is something which will going to carry the oxygen throughout the body and will going to keep us active. So if we are lacking hemoglobin due to the lack of iron, then automatically this particular function will be affected. As a result of that, what will happen is the sufferer will going to look like as if he or she is constantly tired. They will going to lose their weight at a very higher extent and in a drastic manner. They will going to feel loss of appetite at a very wider extent. Eventually we need to incorporate such a food where the nutrient is available, that is iron is available, in which the beetroot, pulses, cereals, green leafy vegetables, spinach, all these things are a part of it. Next we have is goiter, which is a condition caused by the lack of iodine in our diet, which eventually leads to the swelling of neck region and this bulging out of neck region, because what is happening is an organ which is present in our neck region, that is thyroid gland, that is being swollen up because of the lack of this particular nutrient. and the best source for this is to incorporate the iodized salt in our diet, though it is required by our body in a very small quantity, because if we're going to compare the quantity of iodized salt that we are getting in our food as compared to its requirement in the body, it is very less as compared to rest of the nutrients. But this particular small quantity is causing a huge problem in the individuals. That is why it is very, very important to keep this in check. Next we have is the disease which is known as the improper condition or development of teeth and bone, which is majorly caused if the diet which we are eating is lacking the minerals calcium and phosphorus. So these two particular minerals are very, very important, because the enamel of our teeth, the density of our bone is actually being created because of these two minerals. So what happens is, when we are lacking in these minerals, eventually the bones as well as teeth will become weak as well as brittle. So we need to incorporate such a diet in our food, or you can say such a food in our diet, not diet in our food, food in our diet, where we are going to look forward to fulfilling of this particular set of minerals. Next we have is rickets, where it is being caused if we are lacking vitamin D in our diet. As a result of this, the straightness, or we can say the proper shape of legs, will not be formed in the individual, and the individual will going to have bowed or bent legs. Eventually the individual can be compared to a person who is having a stunted growth, or you can say disturbed growth, where the person will not going to attain a proper height as per its age and as per its normal comparison with an adult body. The best sources of diet that we can incorporate into our food is milk, fish, and eggs. Now, apart from that, one important aspect is related with vitamin D is that we can actually make vitamin D in our body, but what we need to do is we need to go out in the open during the sunlight, and we have to let our body absorb that sunlight so that body can make vitamin D. So this is something which is not going to cost you anything. All you need to do is just uh, take out 1 hour to 1.5 hour every day and go and sit in the sunlight. Your body will never going to lack vitamin D. And even if it happens that you are not able to incorporate any source of food where vitamin D is present, then also your body will not be showing this particular deficiency disease. Next we have is night blindness, which is being caused because of vitamin A, deficiency of vitamin A, where a person will not be able to see clearly in case of dim light, where the light is less. So what we need to incorporate in our food is that we're going to incorporate carrot, mango, different kinds of green vegetables, milk, fish, with which we will be able to overcome this particular deficiency. Next we have is beriberi, which is being caused by the lacking condition of vitamin B. Now, if you are going to look into the symptoms of this particular disease, where the body will become lean and thin, body will become weak, you will think, and you can compare it with the concept of marasmus. That is the first deficiency disease that we have talked of. But what is the major difference? In case of marasmus, your nervous system will not be affected. Whereas in case of beriberi, the nervous system and its coordination with the muscles of their body will be affected. As a result of which, we will not be able to perform our internal functions related with muscles, as well as our external functions, voluntary and involuntary functions, we will not be able to perform properly. Now, in this kind of a condition, eventually this is different, which is different from the concept of marasmus, which is making it different than and because of which we can differentiate that this is berry and not marasmus. Now, the different sources that we are going to observe is different kinds of vegetables, green leafy vegetables, fruits. Now, one thing which is common amongst all the vitamin based conditions or deficiency diseases is that green leafy vegetables as well as the fruits are the key to these particular vitamins, or you can say fulfilling condition of this particular vitamin set. So all we can do is that we can incorporate different kinds of fruits in our in our diet, different kinds of vegetables, different kinds of salads in our diet. Eventually we will not be able to look forward to individual vitamin deficiency disease, because we will be taking up all the vitamins in a wholesome manner. Now, the last deficiency disease that we have is scurvy, which is actually the swelling and bleeding of gums, which is caused because of the deficiency of vitamin C in our body. And the best source for vitamin C are the different kinds of citrus fruits and tomatoes. Now, these citrus fruits can be any kind of fruits like amla, we have grapes, we have oranges, grape lime, and many other things that we can incorporate into the food, with which we can overcome this particular deficiency disease. So, by the end of this particular topic, even you can also make out that fruits, vegetables, salads, water, these are the most important things that we need to keep in mind while deciding our diet, so that the nutrients should be fulfilling over there in our food. Now, the basic nutrients that we are that we are going to get out of the basic food that we are eating, chapati, rice, dal, and everything, is majorly focused on the nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. But when it comes to vitamins and minerals, we just need to be a little cautious, and we need to incorporate different kinds of fruits, vegetables, and salads into our diet. Automatically, our body will be completely healthy. So, with this, we are done with this particular session as well, and we are done with this particular chapter. So, next time, I will come up with another chapter. Till then, take care, everyone.